Terima kasih kepada saudara pengerusi majlis. Very good morning. Salam sejahtera dan salam satu Malaysia. Profesor Dr. Kamarudin, Deputy VC, Profesor Dr. Rosalam, we have also my good friend Professor Datuk Hamdan, Organizing Chairman Dr. Razak Muhammad Ali, and all the committee members. Di Setiausaha Tetap dari Kementerian Perindustrian Sabah, Datuk Hashim Baizan, and all the team that I brought here. I will introduce them to you. But sangat tertarik hati kerana Raymond dapat kesempatan berhadapan dengan adik-adik semua from University Sabah, Malaysia Sabah. I try to recall the time when I'm just like you as a student, and that was many years ago. I'm not young anymore. But today when I'm here, I see the future. Because you're all here. It is not easy without the help of like Dr. Razak, and there's so many occasions that I come to the university and visited the Faculty of Science and getting help from, what you call it, Dr. Rosalam, to make sure that the equipment, the training that you have in this university will be able to equip you, to train you, so that when you leave the university, you have good jobs. When I say good job, I talk about quality job. That's what you are here for, right? You don't want to be a graduate. You don't want to be qualified. And later you ask me or the government that you can't find quality job. Quality job bukan quality pay saja. Of course, do you have any complaint? If your pay is high pay, do you want to be a graduate when you finish the university, when you go out and look for a job and people pay you minimum pay? Do you know the minimum pay that you have in Sabah ataupun di Malaysia? What is 800 satu bulan? What is 900 satu bulan? Susah lah. Because if you get that kind of pay, I am worried. I'm not sure whether you are worried. Because if you're worried, I tell you what, your mother also worried. Betul tak? I tell you what, your father also worried. Betul tak? You make your father going to subsidize you even after you finish your college. You make sure that doesn't happen. I rasa sakit when we have educated young people yang balik looking for a job. Kerja di mana? Kalau bukan di Kudat pun, Kota Belud pun, I don't know, mungkin Sadakan. By the way, I berasal dari Sadakan, from the East Coast. Now, people come to work in Kota Kinabalu. Tak ada pilihan lah. Because Sabah hanya ada satu bandaraya. There's only one city in Sabah. And it is Kota Kinabalu. And you see, we put so much money, this is what I want to tell you, to make sure that this is a good, livable city that can give you good pay, good job. I tak malu-malu. Itu akan jadi satu tarikan. It will be an attraction for young people to look for a job in Kota Kinabalu. I will have a fight with Selangor, or Johor, or even Penang. What's the fight to get you to stay here? If you don't stay here, my industry doesn't run, I don't get the investment, I can provide you with the quality jobs yang saya katakan tadi, what's going to happen to this city? The city grows with you. This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your life. I'm talking about the jobs you're going to get. And this is the first time that I talk to you about jobs and you. Can you give me some? Kalau boleh, kurang senang kalau saya berucapan di sini kerana this auditorium is very fat. So if I talk here, maybe hello, you are there. But yang di sana agak jauh sikit. Kalau boleh, saya akan jalan-jalan. You know, please feel free because I want to have an interactive session with you. That later on, I bring all my panelists. And these panelists, dari POIC, I got Dr. Pang here, the CEO. I have Haji Kadil from Sogip on Sipitang Oil and Gas. I have Melvin with me dari KKIP Industrial Park. You know, you will get the introduction later on. You know apa dia punya qualification. But if you ask me, there will be one qualification they will not tell you. Even if you baca all this, whatever they put into the introduction of the panelists, what they don't tell you, these are the high-paid people. Tepuk-tepuk. Did they tell you what is their gaji? No, right? Tak kurang dari 10-20,000. Tepuk-tepuk. That's one qualification they don't tell you, and I bring them here because you must one day be like them, betul tak? That's why you're here. There's no future in our industry if you do not know what is industry. You cannot be just going to your science classes, to your art classes, to your whatever classes, and when you talk about industry, you blur. Okay? But you must know what are the economic activities here in Sabah, for that matter, in any state in Malaysia, or even Malaysia as a whole. If you're not interested, how are you going to find the right job for yourself? So this is why I'm here. In a very small way, I'm going to tell you in a very short time what we are doing in terms of building up our industry in Sabah. And then the rest is you to ask questions, to find out. And I think you can do that. You can do a lot of Google search. And you can share a lot on your Instagram, on your Twitter, dan lain-lain. And the biggest business everybody thought that is only IT. Not everything is IT. Whatever thing that you wanted to do is always to plan yourself. Do I get a quality job or not? Can the government help me? You know, what is available? That should be something that you should be on Google to find out. Now, time is bad. And you have to be even more careful now. Number one, the government said that we are going to freeze employment of the civil service. Right? You read about that? The civil service of Malaysia employed 1.3 million people. And you know what the government of Malaysia spent to keep the civil service? 60 billion. We are one of the countries that probably in Asia or anywhere in the world that we can beat a lot of people which have big She was